Control your emotions and never beg for attention, love, and care. If someone doesn't want to take to you, don't face them. Don't force them, because forced relationships don't last much longer. So why shatter your soul for a temporary gain? Hold yourself together and distance yourself for the sake of your mental and emotional well-being. You are a good person. You are just trying to prove to the wrong one. The right one will never let you beg for anything. People don't neglect those they love. They neglect either because you are no longer useful to them or they don't want you to be the part of their life. Don't ever forget that. So be strong and value sanity. Don't try to paint a different picture of them after experiencing all that red flags. You will hurt yourself more if you carry on. I welcome TOTs offline batch member, Mr. Sunil Kumar, who is a vibrant participant of our platform, to take over the role of program director of today's session. Welcome, Sunil sir. Please take over the session. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Ruby madam, and good morning all.
Hello.
Okay. So thank you for the morning thoughts. And now today's specialties. 5:15 we have started our English exclusive session. And now we are continuing with rare cases, continuing with that English training platform skill, the English training skill platform. And today I am very much happy and proud to be the PD for our great ANSARI sir, who is going to take a class on or training session on essential skills of a trainer. Of course, ANSARI sir needs no introduction in this platform. He is a part and parcel, a fellow traveler, right from the offline season, just like me. And I had the opportunity to get his training session at Kollam years back. And from that, our companionship or friendship started. And he's a versatile trainer. As I tell, he needs no introduction, but still, for the sake of the program I'm telling, he was born and brought up at Pathanapuram in Kollam, but now settled in Trivandrum after having a very good, very experienced working years. Yeah, after that, he retired as a principal from HSS Trivandrum. Meanwhile, he has worked in Saudi Arabia and Qatar in Saudi Embassy School for 9 years. A passionate of traveling, he has traveled more than 24 countries during his span of life. And in this platform, I remember, if I am correct, it is the 83rd training program in this 630 platform. And in other so many other platforms like our Sabo platform and an English session. And he's such a passionate trainer. He's not only a trainer, but a trainee himself. And now I heard that National Institute of Training is a faculty as well as a trainee. Because whenever he gets an opportunity, he will take classes. And whenever the others are taking classes, he is sitting as a trainee. So this dual approach is giving him fully engaged. That's why even at this younger age, he feels so young at his mind. And his specialty is learning disability, and he's a faculty for MG and Calicut University. And so many topics I remember, different topics: tolerance, criticism, peer pressure, generation gap, values and ethics. So as a trainer, he is always ready to take a class, and he's always well prepared and resourceful person.
Thank you, Sunil sir, and also Ruby ma'am for giving the this. Yes, here today. First of all, I have to thank Sudha sir for giving an opportunity to us to like this, because of his decision only such a platform is there, and that created so many people as trainers and also give opportunities for many of us like this. So first of all, I thank Sudha sir, and I also thank the other members who are managing this session. The new admittee was Mr. Sri Kumar. I also thank for him, and he, because of his pain only, that this session was started actually. So I told that we are going to start a new session, that is English session in the 6:30 platform also. And he told, the first session I will take. This, sir, I will give you a secret thing that I will give you the second chance to you. Like that, he told me, because you are my friend. Like that, he told me. And he is giving some partiality, and he will give the next chance also to one of his another friend. So that is there. Yeah, that is. Anybody? What?
Please proceed. Please proceed.
Very close it. Okay. So that is it. Anyhow, this is a very good attempt, because all of us, you can see they are, if you ask what do you want, what is your goal? I want to become an international trainer. And they will take only in Malayalam, and they cannot even go to Karnataka or Tamil Nadu with this one. So in that case, how can you become an international trainer? So anyhow, because of Suresh Babu and some others, we have started that English section. So those who are interested, you can come and enjoy there. Daily at 5:15 we will start, nearly for 45 minutes, and you can also join. And there the number is very less, but everybody want to be an international trainer. They will tell like that. And only they will sit with the law of attraction. I don't know. If you say if you have law of attraction, you can reach whatever you want. So without giving, even going through this English session also, you can become an international trainer. I don't know. Okay, anyhow, good. Then now our topic of discussion is, what are the skills of a trainer? A trainer needs so many skills, but only very few important skills we can discuss today here. So I am happy to say that everybody, whoever is there, the first and the foremost skill is a skill necessary for a trainer in communication skill. If you don't have the communication skill, definitely you will be a failure, because there are so many people who have lot of knowledge in different subject, but they cannot express it. But as a trainer, it is, if you want to uh, give the ideas in your mind, or wow, the content what you have, or the knowledge you want to know, you should have very good communication skill. Otherwise, you can never be a good trainer. That is one of the important things. What in that communication you have to see so many things. You know that communication, there are three. That is, it is considered to be have three parts. That is, the first one is verbal communication. In online, mainly we are using verbal communication only. That shows, gives only 7%. And the remaining 38%, it is your tone and voice modulation. That is also important. And the third one is body language, 55%. This is after a research, this that is his name I forgot. Okay, he told like it is found like that. So what happened is, what I am saying is that as a trainer, if you are doing an offline, this one, the body language is more important. And the tone, everything is important, and it is effective because all the audience are watching you only. So your body language, and they are telling, if you are doing something repeatedly, definitely some of the audience will be noting down, and they will be telling, see, always he is doing this, or always he is looking only one place. You don't have eye contact. So many things will come. So the uh, trainer should have the skill to satisfy all the audience. That is, he should have eye contact to all the audience. Yes, and he should be always careful about his body movements and where have to stand, how he has to stand, like that. So in communication, that is more important. And also the tune. So one of the most important thing is that communication. So if you want to communicate something, what happens? You should have enough vocabulary. At the same time, you should have knowledge of the thorough knowledge of the subject also. If you don't have thorough knowledge, definitely you cannot take a class. Everybody knows that if you cannot, if you don't have the knowledge, then you cannot speak about anything. That is it. So the second, in communication, what will happen? The trainer should improve his capacity, that is his vocabulary and also his knowledge, that he should have thorough knowledge of the subject, and also he has a general information about all other things. That is also there, because some reference will come, some doubt will come, and you have to clarify it to the audience. In order to clarify, you should give some examples. That is practical examples from your life. Also, you should have a knowledge about everything. That is there. And in the case of communication, what will happen? So many restrictions are there. That is, you have to, that is, your pronunciation should be good. That is, when you are speaking, that you should not, the local some words are there, or local languages are there. It will not, it should not come. For example, those who are in Calicut or Malappuram or there, Kannur, and the language in Trivandrum, it is an almost, there is some difference. Some words are actually have some double meaning, and it is not good also. So they should be always careful while communicating. They should be careful about the language and the pronunciation, accent, and there should not be repetitive words also. Some people, if you see, some people, whenever they are speaking, you can see so many repetitive words are coming there. So that is also there. And another thing is, I told you that the movement of the communicator or the person or the trainer is also more important in the case of offline things, that no, offline classes, that is also there. So communication is one of the most important thing. You should be very careful about your communication, your language, your actions, and body language. Facial expression is also there. You should have a smiling face, and those who are looking at your face, they should feel comfortable, not you are in a that cruel face or something, because they may not take any interest on that one. That is there. And another thing I told you, that you should, if you want to be a good communicator, you should have the subject knowledge. So that is whatever subject you are taking. Suppose if I am taking the subject today, that is the skills of a trainer, I should refer and find out the necessary things. In addition to that one, some extra things also I should prepare. Then only my class will be effective. I don't know whether it is effective or not, but I should try for that one. That is another thing. And another thing is the vocabulary. You can see those who are having the voracious readers, they have lot of vocabulary. So you should be your vocabulary also, you have to improve the vocabulary, and also the language should be appropriate. That means, that is when if you are speaking some intellectually educated people, you can speak in that level. That you should know, you should have idea. Suppose some engineering people or engineers, if you are talking, you should think that they are engineers, and it should be according to their will and pleasure. That is according to their knowledge we should have. At the same time, suppose you are going to that some rural areas where development is not that much, only agriculture, and also, or some if you are talking to some fisherman, what happens, you should not go to that level. So what happens, your dress, your way of talking, and your subject is appropriate. For example, if you are taking a class for adolescents, that, and suppose you are taking a class for the middle-aged person, and or old people. So the language and the some way of your presentation should be suitable for each part, each type of people, or the according to the audience. So you should have a very good idea about the audience. If you are taking a class for teachers, you should have another way of dealing with them. And if you are taking for children, small children, or that is now fifth class children or 10th class children, you should be according to that one. That is also another important. So the language should be appropriate, and sometimes you need some technical things, and some words you may use that may not be familiar for them. So that subject should, that you so the whenever you are talking, that is, you should have the knowledge, and also it should be according to the locality and the culture also. See, sometimes if you do not know the culture, what will happen? Sometimes you can see mixing of girls and boys together, or men and women together, and taking the classes, that may be create problems. Some cases it may not be there, because if you are giving some activities, there may be mixing up and all. So you should have some idea about the culture, and the background knowledge of that one is also needed. So that is also another skill. That the first skill I told, it should be the communication skill, and the second one, the skill is subject knowledge and how to deal it. Then the third one is that one, adaptability and flexibility. As a trainer, you should be adaptable and flexible. What does it mean? That is, you should be suppose you have got a program, and if you are going there, the situation may be different, because you cannot accept see big hall, or sometimes the chair, you cannot move the chair. It may be fixed one. Sometimes there may be only benches and bench and desks there. So many things were there, and mic set will not be proper. So many things there. For movement will be restricted. In that case, you should be adaptable to the situation. You have to see, and if you are going and telling that I should be, that is, if I come there, there should be 100 people or minimum 50 people. Like that, you cannot tell. See, because, see, we had very bad experiences sometimes. What happens? Once I went to one college, that is some MES college, that is Badagara. So what happens? The principal was, he was from here, and he told me, you come and take class for teachers and also students. And I asked which students. He told that some new admissions, that is graduates, BA, BCom students are there. I asked how many. Maybe 60 to 80, maybe. Like that he told. Okay. So I, for that one, I myself prepared. And at the also asked about the teacher's number also. That's correct. After the going there, I saw that the whole college, that is more than 400 people were liking in a that political meeting, like that, in a very big hall. How can I manage? So that what I told her, sir, you told like this, and this now 400 children of different ages, different groups are sitting here. That is 10th class students is there, 8th class students is there, graduates are there, final years are. No, when I come here, the management, they told they have not received any training now. This one, so tell. Make to assemble, they made to assemble all this one. So such a situation, you should be adaptable. If you are going and fighting with him, okay, so I can't take like that. Sometimes some people will do like that. But if you are a good trainer, you should be adaptable to that situations. Okay, you should be adaptable to that situation. And another thing is that we went to that Thrissur, that veterinary college. Here from 5 trainers from our group, we went there because that is veterinary first year students, second year students, third year students, and fourth year students will be there like that. So what happens? We went there and they told in each maybe 60, maybe 40, 45 will come definitely like that. And they have arranged in all the 5 rooms, and we all the trainers went there. Only 4 children came. They took the decision that the next day something, some festival that is was there. So what happens? They themselves declared, but there was no holiday for that institution the next day also. But they themselves declared and they went. So we 4 we were sitting there, and it was because we took from here, we took booked our ticket and we went there and we stayed there. With much difficulty we went and we couldn't. Then they told, okay, sir, we'll give, anyhow, we have to take definitely, because they have to attend so many classes like this. So definitely we'll inform another date like that. So such situations happens. So that time, as a good trainer, you should adaptable to that situations. And so on. And another thing is, I told you, adaptability and flexibility. You should be flexible to the situations. That is, unforeseen things will happen. We will say, okay, you should make arrangements, this one, and there should be microphone, that is, the speaker should be there, the other type of microphone should be there, projector will be there, something. So after going there, what will happen? Suppose there may be power cut because some trees, they have fell down in the road and or in the line, and current has gone. So they may not have a transformer or something. And what will happen? Definitely they will say, okay, we need it urgent, that one. sometimes they will search. So that also happened for us. They will search here and there, and they will go and search for the transformer and start, and what happens, 1 or 2 hours it will go. So you should be flexible to that situation. That is, you should always remember that such unexpected things will happen. If that unexpected things happens, what happens, you should be ready to cope up with that situation. That is also the skill of the train. Some trainers are there. They cannot. They will say that I will come only in the correct time, and I should be, and as per this one. Suppose sometimes some meetings will be there. Just after the meetings, there will be the training program. So the meetings may sometimes, some politicians, they may come late, and afterwards they will give a speech, and it may be long. And sometimes what happens, they may be telling that, sir, you will give, we will give 1.5 hours. And after that, it may be less than 1 hour. So what happens? You should be flexible. You should be at that time, whatever you want to tell, the topic, you should stick on to that one, and you should concise it and present it in a better manner. So that is, you should be always ready to be for the unseen unseen happiness or unexpected things. You should be always ready for that one. And okay, all of you stand up. I think everybody was sleeping there. All stand up. ഒന്ന് കൈയടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. That also I will speak. Okay. Clap your hands. That is for clapping. All stand up and see, you are not ready to appear in front of the video also. I usually do like that, but I maybe. So you should be ready that one. If the faces, your beautiful faces, if I see, I will be encouraged to speak more and more. Because, okay, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Sit down and stand up. See, that is the school style will be coming everywhere. That is there, because for the last 40, 45 years, I was working in a school, in a different school. So what happens? That style will be there. So you have to bear with it. Okay. So that is it. Adaptability and flexibility, I told one. The another important thing is time management. What is time management? See, everywhere we will say, some people say we cannot, time cannot, we can manage it like that. Whatever difference of opinion is there about time. We have 24 hours. If you are very much cautious about the time, that is one thing. We should be cautious about the time. That is, suppose at 5:15 we have to, I have to attend the English session. What I have to do? I should have the time conscious. That is, if I wake 5:30, 4:30 or 4:45, then only I can go to bathroom and dress up, and I can come and join at 5:50. That is the time conscious. See, small children in LKG, UKG and all, what will happen? They may not be time conscious. Suppose they have to go to school at 7 o'clock, the bus will come, or 7:30, the bus will come. Definitely, if the children, if you call, they are at 7:15 also, they will tell, only 7:30 the bus will come. So they don't know, they have no idea that they should need this much time for preparation. That is it. So like that, a trainer, one of the important skill needed by the train is that he should know, he should have the best, he should be a good time manager. That is, he should manage the time, whatever time is available. That is the most important. He should utilize the time. That is, see what happens when you start some classes or training programs. Some of the audience, they will try to mislead some unnecessary questions. Here, today I am not asking some questions. See, you have to give some activities, then only people will be interested. So you may ask some questions, and some people start arguing with you. So you should be conscious about that such people, that this fellow is trying to waste my time. So if I talk, if I discuss and go on discussing with that one, another person will come. When he stops, another will come, and you may not be able to clear all the doubts, but you should have the capacity to escape. That is, you should, if you want to escape from there, escape means you should be that such things should be reduced, or you should manage that one. You cannot say that sit down there. No, you have to deal with them. So what happens? You should be time conscious. My time, that fellow, he took my 5 minutes, 6 minutes like that, and another fellow. So I am losing that one. I may not able to finish the thing in time. So what happens? I may not get enough time. So what happens? You should be very careful. Otherwise, you may not able to complete it. That is it. If you are not completing it, suppose you are going for some training. That is, there is a purpose for that one. Why that training is given. And if you can't complete it, definitely it's a failure. So the skill of the trainer is that he should complete according to his program. In order to finish within the time limit, he should be conscious about that one. Sometimes what will happen, something, if you are talking something, that is everybody, most of them may be knowing that one. So what will happen? It may take a little bit time only. That is, there will be, you don't have, that is, your portion will be finished earlier. That also will happen. So you should be always cautious about that one. For that time, you should ask or discuss something, so that that should be something prolonged for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like that. Some activities or some private talking, some feedback, like that. So you should be very much conscious about your time management. That is also needed. If you are not managing the time properly, definitely you are not a good trainer. So that is also there. Time management is good. And another thing is, sometimes, most of the cases, what happens, if you are going for some associations or political backed organizations, if you are going there, definitely that function will not start in time, one thing. And if it is started, it will be prolonged. And actually what will happen, our time will be shortened. So you should be very careful about that one, and you should hint and you should tell them, you have to see, sir, I need this much time, and you have allotted that one for that period. I prepared the matter and all. And what will happen? Sometimes our projector may not work. Oh, so that time, something is wasted. So you should have a B plan also. If anything happens, that one, your time, you should stick to your timing. That is also there. And sometimes what will happen, it may be lunch time or tea time. Tea time, suppose they are giving 5 minutes break. What will happen? Some people, they will go and talk, and it may be 10, 15 minutes like that. So that also you should tell in advance to the organizers. That is, you have to stick to this one, and you have to give a signal that, oh, now it's 5 minutes over. All of you are requested to come to the room, like that. So that is there. So time management is another important thing. And next one is emotional management. Another important thing is emotional management. That is, if you are able to control you should be a good trainer, should have the ability to control your emotions, manage your emotions. You have seen, that is 2 months back, one person who was famous, world famous trainer, he was taking the classes for the some people, some businessmen. And when that fellow used unparliamentary word like tendi. So what happened? Definitely somebody was questioned and it has become arrogant. So he lost his emotional control. So what happened? There actually, luckily, I don't know whether he got something or not. Most of the cases, if the people were not so good, but they are businessmen and coming from a higher society, that's why he did not get nobody has manhandled him. Otherwise, it would have been happened. So what happens? So such irritating questions, irritating suggestions, that will come. So as a good trainer, that time you have to show your skill. How? That is, you should manage it in a, that is, so many techniques are there. That is, you should have the conscience. There comes the importance of self-awareness. As that here on 2 points, I want to tell about self-awareness. You should be self-aware about yourself. That is most important things. Which are the activities which create or irritate me? You should know. I think most of you know about that one. In our family, what will happen? Your wife or husband, all of you, the husband knows if you tell which word or which incident, my wife get irritated and she will shout and fight with me. Definitely he knows. Like that, the wife also knows which are the things my husband don't want to hear or this one. So when there is a fight or then there is an argument, what will happen? When there is a failure, definitely what will happen? The husband will put that card so that he want to win. So what happen? He will put that card and she will be irritated and she will shout, and that the past history will be repeated there. That is what happens in every house. So here also what will happen? So that means you know something. So that is self-awareness. You know about that is, and another thing is that you in self-awareness, one thing is I and me. Do you know what is the difference between I and me? Anybody? Tell me, my dear friends, you all are sleeping.
Yeah, I might be a collective word, right? Like
What?
Rajesh sir is muted. Rajesh sir is trying to say something.
I am correct. You are wrong.
Then next, anybody, any other suggestions? In self-awareness, I and me is the most important thing. That is, you should remember that one. What is the difference between I and me? I will tell you. A little bit complicated. That Pappu's language is there. Pappu's sentence everybody know. Ninakkarannu എനിക്കറിയാമെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ പറയാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് sentence, you remember that one. That is the best thing to give the example. For example, I means I know, that is I am Ansari. I am Ansari, and I am so many years old, and I am a teacher, and I have this problem, that problem, or so many things. That is I. And what is me? Me means what you people think about me. What you people think about me. If I talk something, if I tell that joke, or if I tell that word, how you people will feel, that I should know. That is self-awareness. That is, if I am telling something, that if I am using that word, what the audience will think of me. That knowledge I should have. That is me. That is I and me. So in self-awareness, we should have that one. That is important thing in our life. That is I and me knowledge. That is what others think of me when I say that word or when I behave like that. So many things are there. So But the other one is, I do like this. If I do like this, what others will think about me? That is, that knowledge I should have, not others have. I should know. That is, if I say this word, Srikumar don't like. So what will happen? That knowledge, if I am having, I will not tell that word to Srikumar. That is self-awareness. That is, you understood, all of you?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
That is it. So in self-awareness, we should have. So what happens when you are taking a class, when you are explaining something, if I am explaining, that is, so what others will think about me. So now, see, I am a Muslim. If I am talking something, that is something I am boasting about our religion or something. So if other people, what they will think about me? Or that idea I should. So I should be very careful about that one while talking. For everything, if I say that reply, what he will think, that I should know. That is me. Okay. Okay. Here, that is emotional management. Is that is, you should know the emotions. You should control that one, and you should have the self-regulation. Some cases you have to control yourself, no doubt. That is, even if you don't like also, see, yeah, you know, that is when there will be some problem. If they suppose the policeman, well, maybe people, you may be having different opinion. If the policeman calls, definitely, if you have not done any mistake or anything, also what happens, you will definitely go. And if I ask something, you will reply it. You will reply it in a polite manner, because sometimes that fellow, if he held up us, we may not able to go in time and all. So what will happen? So that you should know always. That is, you should have to control the emotions. And even if you don't like also, you should be, sir, in the airport or airport when we are going, you can see, even if a small security, or even if the lowest rank person, if he comes and asks something, you show your passport like that, you definitely you will give. But you will show, because that fellow, if there is something happens with some discussion or something happens, our travel may be, it will be affected. So what will happen? That is there. So you should have the self-regulation. You have to control yourself and understood and know your emotions. And another thing is conflict resolution. There may be, when you are taking a class, what will happen? Sometimes conflict occurs between you and the audience. And what happens after some time, the audience will become two or three groups, and they will start fighting there, and they will make arguments and all. So what happens? It all affects us. The skill of the trainer is that you should solve that one. That is, you have to control that one. That conflict resolution capacity should be an important skill, because anywhere it may happen. Even small incidents will happen. Incidents may create some problems. So what will happen? As a trainer, it is the skill that if any conflict occurs, you should find a proper solution for that. Even if this conflict is between you and the audience, or the audience, inside the audience itself, if a problem of a conflict happens, what happens? He should handle it properly. Otherwise, there will be, so many cases when people go for some consolation, that fellow will be killed because something happens. So such situations, you should be very careful. You should be avoid that one. And what will happen? Suppose somebody called us, and some people, maybe in the committee, some people not agree to call that trainer. They have somebody person, and they told, no, this fellow, we will bring that person. So what happens? That fellow is irritated because of that one. And if any small problem develops also, he will try to create some problems. making, howling, or so many going and control. So the trainer should have the capacity to find a solution for each thing. That is conflict resolution. And another thing is that most important thing is that you should know to use the latest technology. That is, in some situations, what will happen if there is a small problem in the, suppose, in the mic or something, you should have a general information, some idea. Sometimes the operator may not be there. Some cases, what happens, it may not be, there is no operator itself. He will come and on and he will go for some other work. That also happens many places. So what happens? You should have the knowledge. And if somebody asks, day before yesterday, I went for ISTD meeting. So what happens? That Francis sir was also there. He also came with his family. So what happens? While they told 5.0, 5.0, when they are talking about something, they were repeating 5.0, 5.0, something like that. I asked what is, I was thinking what is 5.0, 5.0. I do not know. Then what happens? One fellow, one Anilson was sitting there. Then I asked him, what is 5.0? They are telling about 5.0. So he told that is updation. Isn't it? Sunil Kumar sir, what is 5.0?
Is the next generation. We can say
Next generation.
in industry also, in modern technology also, generation after generation, we are telling 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Even
So
5G is
I
a
do not
5G
know.
is a latest technology.
So I do not know, but they are repeating as if they are because most of them may be engineers and all. So what happens? I was watching, what is this? What is this? Like that, when you are giving some training program, something happens. So they may say, okay, you phone or you click that one from here. Suppose this Bersat, the computer technician, he says, sir, you press that one, you make that one, you click that one. If I do not know that one, it's problem. So what happens? The trainer should have the skill. Trainer should have knowledge about this, at least minimum technology they should have. So that is also there. So, and how to use the technology, that is equipments, how it work, such things they should know. That is also needed by a trainer. So technology, use of technology and the equipments, and for what purpose this one. So see, sometimes some instruments will be there and we do not know what is this, for why they are keeping this one. So you should have some idea about that one. If you do not know, you ask and find out what is that. That is there. See, here also now 5.0, I asked why Sunil Kumar sir only, because he is in that technology session. That's why I asked him. So I think many of you may not be knowing. So many people may be knowing, but I do not know. I was not knowing that one. That's why. So you should know how to use the later technological equipment. And another thing is that you should have a sense of humor. That is also another important thing. A trainer should have the skill to enjoy or tell humor. That is, humor means it should not insult others. One thing, it should not affect any personal, religious, or anybody. That humor you can't have in the that is, you can have different type of humor, incidental humors in the class itself. When you are talking, when you are taking a class, some small incidents will happen. So what happens? And from that one, you can see some incidents. That is incidental humors you can make. Some exaggerations you can take. So what will happen? One thing is that if you are telling something humorous, the people will remember that one. That is one of the reason. They will remember. That is, and another thing is that if you are telling some humor, the people, you can get the attention of the people. They will remember that one, and they definitely they will attend also what he is going to take. That means give some curiosity among the audience. That is also there. And another thing is that you can make complex ideas easier. See, through some humor, you can make complex ideas easier also. Some complex ideas, if I am telling you, you may not understand. At that time, that you can change it into simple things. That is also there. That is also the skill of the trainer. He should do it. And another thing is that most of the cases, what happened years before, I saw somebody and somebody came and asked me, "Do you know me?" and all. Then I asked this one. Then he used to tell, Ansari. Ansari told that one, that story. I always remember that one. Years after, nearly 20 years after I met a person, that fellow is remembering that one. That is what happened is, that's an interesting thing. One Sujatan sir was there in our school, and he is having two daughters only, two daughters. So what happens that and he don't want another child because maybe financial problem and all. Then at that time only I came from Gulf, and what will happen there? One card is there. That is some experiments all they conducted in China. How to get male child and female child like that. I went and sit with that fellow, and I was talking, and I gave a copy, and I explained and all this. I told, "Venda sir, no sir, because I will think that it will say if it is not work again, she may give a delivery to a girl child like that." So what happens? But I told him, and I insisted, I convinced him, and he prepared for another one. So afterwards, that one, I got transfer and I came, and he also got transfer. I don't know. For years, I did not see. So I did not. After 2 or 3 years after that one, I met him in the Tiruvalla bus stand. Then I was posted there at Changanur. So what this fellow looking at me, then he's laughing me. He told, then he asked me, Ansari, Ansari, yes. Do you not remember me? Then I told, I forgot your name, but I remember every day. That is, now my daughter is 3.5 years old. Next daughter is 3.5 years. See, daily, whenever I am seeing that face, I will remember you, man. You made that one like that. So what happens? Something if you are telling some story or some incidents, definitely what will happen? They will this one. And another last thing I want to tell is that you should collect the feedback. How it was. So what will happen? Even if some people boasted and say something, you get some ideas. At least some people will come and point out so and so thing was not good and all. So that helps for improvement. So you should be ready to get or accept the feedback. Don't argue with them. No, it's not like that. Don't tell like that. So you should be ready to accept the feedback. That is there. So I told that is the skills of a trainer is that one. One is communication skill, then subject knowledge, adaptability and flexibility, time management, emotional management, and technological knowledge, and then sense of humor, and also ready to accept feedback. These are the points I wanted to tell. There are so many other points. I think I am. Thank you all of you for very calmly and quietly listening to me. I am very sorry that I couldn't give some activities or some feedback because this, at least these points, that is time constraints were there. So, okay, thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Okay, thank you, Ansari sir. That was an excellent session with a gentle reminder for all our trainers about the essential skills which we should practice and follow for becoming an effective trainer. All the points are very relevant. As Ansari sir told, there may be so many other points, but since time management is one of his skill he was mentioning, he restricted to the time. And all the points are very much relevant to our life as a trainer. Now we shall go back for the feedback. As the last point mentioned by Ansari sir, collecting the feedback is very much essential for our improvement and growth. And our Srikumar sir has raised the hand. Srikumar sir, please.
Yes, thank you, Sunil Kumar sir. Kudos to Ansari sir. So we all know that he is the veteran in this field, so much experience that he has, and he displayed it here. And essentially, this is a training which gives the points about the essential skills of a trainer, right? So these are well needed. We have to cultivate all these habits in ourselves, so to get to the point where we can really talk in a platform and we can excel in a national arena. And if we are victorious in the national arena, we can also go towards the international arena. So a lot of points expressed, like started with the law of attraction, and I beg to differ in the law of attraction in a simple way, because the law of attraction wouldn't suffice to our improvement. We have to have the law of hard work or law of discipline. And apart from the points Ansari sir discussed, my take is that if I were to add one more point, I would say the passion. If you are not passionate enough to come every day, and if you are not passionate enough to learn every day, and if you are not passionate enough to exercise the discipline, so you, at least you should have something to say. You should have something to say, irrespective of the language or irrespective of the style. You can learn all those things in the years to come, but what you need is that interest, that passion. So this training was excellent, and it was done by our most experienced trainer, and I am very grateful to him because he could come up with this training as a follow-up to our new initiative, which is giving the trainers an opportunity to perform his or her skill, so gradually improve over a period of time. So that's all. Thank you, Ansari sir, to Sunil Kumar sir. Thank you, participants.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Srikumar sir. We also thank you for instilling a very great idea to our platform, and you initiated it. And this is the second program in this series, and more to follow. Thank you, Srikumar sir, for the feedback. And now, shall I call upon Francis sir? Francis sir, please.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome back after a long gap, sir.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. അൻസാരി സാറ്, ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഒരു മീറ്റിങ്ങിൽ 2 ദിവസം മുമ്പ് കണ്ടു. അപ്പോൾ സാറിൻ്റെ സെഷൻ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഞാൻ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തത്. ഞാൻ ഉറങ്ങി എഴുന്നേൽക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് വൈകിയാണ് എഴുന്നേൽക്കുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് പലപ്പോഴും ഈ മോർണിംഗ് സെഷനുകളിൽ അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാത്തത്. സുനിൽ സാറും ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സെഷനിൽ എന്നോട് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറയാറുണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ ഉണർന്ന് എഴുന്നേറ്റ് വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും സമയം വൈകും. അപ്പം അൻസാരി സാറിൻ്റെ ട്രെയിനിങ്ങിനെ പറ്റി പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് പറയേണ്ടതില്ല, നമുക്കെല്ലാം അറിയാം. ടോപ്പ് ക്ലാസ് പ്രസൻറ്റേഷനാണ്. ഇന്നും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ട്രെയിനർ അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കേണ്ട പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട എല്ലാ പോയിൻറ്റുകളും സാറ് കവർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ ആളുകൾക്ക് കൂടുതൽ ട്രെയിനിങ്ങിലേക്ക് എക്സലൻസ് വരുത്താനായിട്ട് നല്ലൊരു ഗൈഡൻസാണ് സാറ് കൊടുത്തത്. പക്ഷേ ഇന്ന് ഒരു കാര്യം നോട്ട് ചെയ്തു, സാർ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒത്തിരി തമാശകൾ പറയാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഇന്നത്തെ സെഷനിൽ തമാശകളൊന്നും ടോപ്പ് ലെവലിലുള്ള തമാശകളൊന്നും വന്നില്ല. അപ്പം മേ ബി അടുത്ത ട്രെയിനിങ്ങിൽ കൂടുതൽ തമാശകളായിട്ട് സാറ് വരുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ചെറിയ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാം. നമ്മൾ ഈ ട്രെയിനിങ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സെഷൻസ് നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഒരു നല്ല കാര്യമായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. നമുക്ക് എല്ലാ ഭാഷയിലും നമുക്ക് അറിവുണ്ടാവണം, പ്രയോഗിക്കാൻ കഴിയണം. അതെപ്പോഴും നല്ല ഒരു കാര്യമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിനുവേണ്ടി ടോട്ട്സ് ചെയ്ത അറ്റംപ്റ്റ് ഞാൻ കേട്ട പോലെ ശ്രീകുമാർ സാറ്, സാറിനെ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് കാണുന്നതെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു. നല്ല ഒരു അറ്റംപ്റ്റാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന് കണക്റ്റഡായിട്ട് ഒരു കൾച്ചറൽ ചേഞ്ച് ആയിട്ടാണ് തോന്നുന്നത് ടോട്ട്സിൽ ഇത് വരുന്നത്. നേരത്തെ എൻ്റെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇവിടെ തന്നെ, വെളിയിൽ ഒത്തിരി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോഴുള്ള മോശം റെസ്പോൺസുകൾ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടാറുണ്ട് വെളിയിൽ. പക്ഷേ നമ്മളുടെ ടോട്ട്സിൽ തന്നെ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു 2-3 വർഷം മുമ്പാണ് ഒരു ലെക്ചർ വന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ആ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് മലയാളത്തിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുള്ളതായിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ തുടക്കത്തിൽ തന്നെ ഞാൻ സംസാരിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ ആരോ പറഞ്ഞു, സാറ് മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പം ഞാനൊരു ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടിലായിപ്പോയി. ഒന്നാമത് ആ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് എനിക്ക് മലയാളത്തിൽ എടുക്കാനുള്ള കഴിവില്ല. രണ്ടാമത് പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് മലയാളത്തിലേക്ക് മാറാനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് സാധിച്ചില്ല. എൻ്റെ കഴിവുകൊണ്ടാണ് സംഭവിച്ചതെന്ന് കരുതുന്നു. പക്ഷേ ഈ സെഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഓഡിയൻസിൽ ഒരാൾ എഴുന്നേറ്റ് പറഞ്ഞു, സാർ ആകെ 17 മലയാളം വാക്ക് മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞുള്ളൂ, ബാക്കി മുഴുവൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷായിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ മലയാളം ഇംഗ്ലീഷും കൂടി പറയാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് 17 മലയാളം വാക്കേ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞുള്ളൂ. ഹി വാസ് കൗണ്ടിങ് എവരി മലയാളം വേർഡ് ഐ ടോൾഡ്. അപ്പോൾ അവസാനം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് എന്തെങ്കിലും മനസ്സിലായോ? ഒന്നും മനസ്സിലായില്ല. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ്? പുള്ളിക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അറിയാത്തതുകൊണ്ടല്ല, പുള്ളി 17 മലയാളം വാക്ക് കൗണ്ട് ചെയ്യാനിരുന്നു. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ചില സമയത്ത് ഇതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ചാലഞ്ചുകൾ നമ്മൾക്ക് വരും. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഇത് പറഞ്ഞത് അൻസാരി സാർ തമാശ പറയാൻ സമയം കിട്ടാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ 2 തമാശ പറഞ്ഞു എന്നുള്ളൂ. താങ്ക് യു ഓൾ ഫോർ എ ഗുഡ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം ആൻഡ് ഓൾ പീപ്പിൾ ഹു ആർ വാച്ചിങ്. താങ്ക് യു.
താങ്ക് യു ഫ്രാൻസിസ് സാർ. സാറുടെ ഒറ്റ സെക്കൻഡ്. ഫ്രാൻസിസ് സാർ ഇവിടെ ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുമ്പോഴെല്ലാം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് വാക്കുകളും സെന്റൻസും കൂടുതൽ വരാറുണ്ട്. അതിന്റെ ഒരു തമാശ രൂപത്തിൽ സാർ ഒന്ന് അവതരിപ്പിച്ചതാണ്. താങ്ക് യു ഫ്രാൻസിസ് സാർ ഫോർ ദി ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക്. ആൻഡ് സുരേഷ് ബാബു.
No, I still remember that the first day the TOTS itself, whenever he starts and people, it is not once, just 2-3 times they are told that, sir, please take it in Malayalam here. So I also was wondered why people are telling instead of trying to understand it. And the subjects he was initially he was talking about all the technical aspects. Since he was retired from PSSC, he do have so many subjects with related to technicals. So now it is a day of rejoicing, sir. Francis sir, at last we also joined your club. Now it comes to Ansari sir. Ansari sir, today he was bit tense because it is almost for a 1 hour sessions. So it is the first time I think he is taking the English class on the platform. In English platforms, it is only 20 minutes. And there we do have the see, it was not recorded, so the freedom was there. But however, he was done it. Of course, he could have avoided some what happens. So it was repeatedly he was talking, and it, initially also in the other sessions also we noticed that. But otherwise, it was a sessions full of informations. Of course, these informations we have earlier heard in the Malayalam sessions also, but it is useful. It is useful, and adaptability is one of the things which has given stress to that. Adaptability, then humor. Instead of directing on others, it is better to on self. It is so many things which is reminds us to become how to become a good trainer. And hats off to Ansari sir for this venture. And our appreciation goes to Srikumar also to start this, because earlier, the 2 years before, it is very difficult to think about English talking in on these platforms. Now we are also coming to that. Now Moti sir has raised his hand for the view, and after a long time, I think I am seeing. Thank you, Ansari sir. Thank you for Sunil sir for conducting this very effectively.
Thank you, Suresh Babu sir. Thank you for the feedback. And there is one message has come from Shobana Madam. Excellent presentation. Well done, sir. Now we will move on to Modi sir. Modi sir, please.
Have I to speak in English or in Malayalam? What is
Yeah,
Any
sir, it
language,
is in
sir.
English. It is
As you
English.
like.
Yes,
As you like.
Since this is a feedback session, I will stick on to the feedback. So there is a strategy in philosophy and attitudes to get training in spoken English. It is the first comment I have to make, because whenever you are doing feedback, if your intention is to speak in English, there has to be 5 components in telling the feedback. One is the appreciation about the person who has taken the class, and in that aspect, I say that ANSARI sir have done a very good thing and a great thing, because the first and foremost thing in speaking in English is its fluency. In that aspect, he has actually succeeded. So the second is the congratulations. So I congratulate ANSARI sir for doing such a thing very boldly and very courageously. And the third thing which should come in the feedback is the assessing. And the assessing I will do in the open session. So I am leaving that. And the other thing is the differentiating aspect of feedback. And ANSARI sir should have mentioned about the resourcefulness of the trainer.
There's some voice break.
Thing he didn't mention. The most important thing in resourcefulness, and my suggestions at the last thing. So I have been thinking about the feedback. Appreciation.
After differentiation, we could not hear, sir.
That is a suggestion.
Suggestion.
Because ANSARI sir, I think he has to.
There is a voice break, I think.
Learn some old styles of function.
Some problem on the sound.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
So and improve your while telling the feedback. These 5 components have to be the appreciation, congratulation, assessing, differentiating, and suggesting. Just one sentence about that. Then that will also improve the language of the participants here. That is what I have to say, and I will continue in the open session. Thank you.
Thank you, Modi sir, for a valuable pointers for how to have a feedback also. Thank you. Now I cannot see any hands risen. Barsal sir, shall I call upon you? Barsal sir, please.
Thank you, Sunil sir. I would like to speak in Malayalam only. Okay. ഇവിടെ അൻസാരി സാറിന്റെ ക്ലാസ് എന്തായാലും സാർ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ് ആരംഭിച്ചപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ വന്നിതിങ്ങനെ എടുക്കാനായിട്ട് കാണിച്ചൊരു താല്പര്യം അതിന് ഞാൻ എന്തായാലും അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. പിന്നീട് ചെറിയൊരു കാര്യം പറയാനുള്ളത്, സാറിന്റെ മലയാളം ക്ലാസ് ആസ്വദിക്കുന്നതിന്റെ ഒരു 1/4 പോലും ആസ്വദിക്കാനായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല. അപ്പൊ സാറ് ലാസ്റ്റ് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് എല്ലാം പറയണം, ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് എടുക്കണം എന്നൊക്കെ. അപ്പോ സാറ് ഇത് സാറിനെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ ഒരു തമാശ, നമുക്കെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ തമാശ ഉള്ളത് കൊണ്ട് മാത്രമല്ല, അല്ലാണ്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഒത്തിരി റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് വേർഡ്, ഫില്ലർ വേർഡൊക്കെ ഒത്തിരി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നുണ്ട്. അതായത് ബാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻസ്, ബാട്ട് ഹാപ്പൻ, ബാട്ട് വിൽ ഹാപ്പൻ, അങ്ങനെയുള്ളത്. പിന്നെ അടുത്ത് ഷുഡ് ഹാവ്. കഴിഞ്ഞ ആഴ്ചത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്ത് ഹാവ് ഉള്ളായിരുന്നു. ഇവിടെ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഷുഡ് ഹാവ് ആയി. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ ഒന്നും കൂടെ ആ ഒരു ഇത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മിക്ക സെന്റൻസിനകത്തും സാർ അതങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത് കൊണ്ട് അതും ചെറിയൊരു ഇതാണ്. അപ്പോ ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഏരിയ ഒന്നും പറയരുത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ, കാരണം അത് ചിലപ്പോ ട്രെയിനർക്ക് അതൊരു ഫീൽ ആവുന്നൊക്കെ. അപ്പൊ അൻസാരി സാറിന് എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞാലും ഫീലിംഗ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ലെന്ന് എനിക്കും അറിയാം. അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് ധൈര്യമായിട്ട് പറയാം. അപ്പൊ ഇത് ഈ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു അഭിപ്രായമായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ എടുക്കുന്നതിൽ അത് എന്തുമാത്രം അത് എഫക്റ്റീവ് ആവും. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അതായത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഒരുവിധം നന്നായിട്ട് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നവർ ഇവിടെ എടുക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ പാർട്ടിസിപ്പൻസിന് അത് കണ്ടല്ലോ ശരിക്കും എൻജോയ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ഒക്കും. അത് ഇപ്പം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാല് ഫ്രാൻസിസ് സാറൊക്കെ എടുക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഫ്രാൻസ് സാറൊക്കെ എല്ലാം നമ്മൾ നന്നായിട്ട് ആസ്വദിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അത്രയും ആസ്വാദനമൊന്നും നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പൊ ഈ ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്ത് നമുക്കുണ്ടല്ലോ കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ സാർ തന്നെ അയ്യാൻമിയുടെ ഒരു ഇതുണ്ടല്ലോ പറഞ്ഞു. പക്ഷേ അയ്യാൻമി എന്താണെന്ന് സാറ് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പോലും എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഇപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിന്റെ അർത്ഥം അറിയാത്തത് കൊണ്ടാണോ എൻ്റെ ഒരു അറിവുകേട് കൊണ്ടാണോ എന്നുള്ളത് എനിക്ക് അറിയത്തില്ല. സാർ അത് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തതും കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടില്ല. അത് അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കുറെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിനോട് ഞാൻ എതിരല്ല. ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് അത് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ അത് എന്തുമാത്രം അത് മറ്റുള്ളവരിലേക്ക് അത് ഇങ്ങനെ പകരാനായിട്ട് ഒക്കും എന്നൊക്കെ ഉള്ളൊരു കാര്യം കൂടിയിട്ടും ആലോചിക്കുക. എന്തായാലും നമുക്ക് കൂടുതലായിട്ട് ഓപ്പൺ സെഷനകത്ത് ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. പറയാം. ഓക്കെ സാർ, താങ്ക് യു.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. താങ്ക് യു പ്രസാദ് സാർ. പ്രസാദ് സാർ എപ്പോഴും ഓപ്പൺ ആയിട്ട് അഭിപ്രായം പറയുന്ന ആളാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ആ ഓപ്പൺ അഭിപ്രായത്തിന് നന്ദി. ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് പറയണ്ട എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരുപക്ഷെ ശ്രീകുമാർ സാർ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എടുക്കുന്ന ട്രെയിനർക്ക് മാത്രമല്ല, ഇനി എടുക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ട്രെയിനേഴ്സിന്റെ കോൺഫിഡൻസിനെ ബാധിക്കുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്. കാരണം നമുക്ക് ഓപ്പൺ ആയിട്ട് 1 മണിക്കൂർ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സംസാരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്രാക്ടീസിങ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം ആയിട്ടാണ് ഞാൻ ഇതിനെ കാണുന്നത്. അതാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ കാണേണ്ടതെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ്
മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പൊ മലയാളം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പറയേണ്ട കൂട്ടത്തിൽ അതുണ്ടല്ലോ പറയുക, മലയാളം പറയുമ്പോ അതും രണ്ടും കൂടിയിട്ടൊക്കെ മിക്സ് ചെയ്തൊക്കെ പറയുമായിരിക്കും.
നമുക്ക് ഓപ്പൺ സെഷനിൽ പറയാം. കാരണം ഒരു ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ ട്രെയിനർ എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ നമ്മൾ പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മാത്രം എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലാണ് വന്നത്. പോട്ടെ, നമുക്ക് ഓപ്പൺ സെഷനിലേക്ക് പോവാം. വിൻസെന്റ് സാർ ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്ത്, സോറി രാജു സാർ ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോറി വിൻസെന്റ് സാർ, രാജു സാർ ആദ്യം ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Thank you, Nikumas sir. I appreciate your effort to introduce ANSARI sir and also conducting the session very well. I appreciate your command in English also. Coming to ANSARI sir, as Moti sir has said, evaluation should start with appreciation, then the points of improvement, and also should sum up with the appreciation also. It is called a sandwich method. Actually, there's a saying that if you appreciate me, if you flatter me, I may not believe you. If you criticize me, I may not like you. But if you encourage me, if you motivate me, if you encourage me, I will never forget you. This should be the way of appreciation, way of evaluation. Evaluation should be ultimately should be appreciation, because otherwise the people who have come to speak will not come back again. And as Kumar sir has said, maybe the new people will not dare to come from here. Therefore, the appreciation should be there, and this ways of improvement. It is not criticism. Ways of improvement should be sugar-coated by this appreciation also. Anyhow, not because of that, I like to appreciate ANSARI sir for his fluency and also the command in English. And you are indebted to the English session for that, because we are the people who have taught you to speak English by our participation. And you should be thankful to the English session, which is started 2-3 years before by Sudha sir. And here also, this doing it in the 6:30 session is a quite good way to improve your English, your command in English, your accent in English, and everything. But the only thing which is said here is that your humor humor was minimized because of your maybe because of your language problem also. Humor will come only when you speak in your own language. It will come more. Anyhow, you are telling about the communication. You should have the communication skill. This communication skill has three parts. One is the words, power of words, then the power of your articulation, or you can say voice modulation. The third one is the power of your gestures, that is called justification, or not justification, gesticulation or body language. All these three things are correct, and it is said by Albert Maharabian, by one Arabic origin, when he was a citizen with Arabic origin. He has the one who said this Maharabian theory of communication. His name is Albert Maharabian. Sorry, sir, has forgotten the name of the person. That's why I'm telling this.
Yes, yes.
Anyhow, today's your session was good, very good regarding the fluency pronunciation. Except most of them are in a commendable position, and your command English is also so good. And I would like to recommend you to do more sessions like this. And also, I exhort all other participants to follow this method so that you can improve your English. This is the first requirement for becoming an international speaker, international trainer. And you are telling about this, not about public speaking, but for training. I appreciate all these points, especially emotional management, time management, technology, skill, and also taking feedback and sense of humor. All things are required for a powerful presentation. Surely you are a model for this one. Thank you very much. And also I appreciate Sigma sir for making this decision also. And just tell you to follow this method at least once in a month or once in a week or something like that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Raju Phillips, sir, for a detailed feedback, including quotation also, as we expect from you. That was a detailed feedback. Thank you. And Advocate Vincent, sir.
Yes, thank you, Sunil Kumar, sir. I am a bystander in one of the hospitals in Cochin. So from there only, I am giving my feedback. At the outset, let me pour all kudos and congratulations to ANSARI, sir. Why? Because for the last 4 years, ever since we met each other in English platform, and at that time, I used to criticize him in a very constructive way. I used to say that, ANSARI, sir, you are speaking Manglish. You are not speaking English, you are speaking Manglish. I used to taunt him and also haunt him also. Now, from there onwards, for the last 4 years, there is a marked improvement, conspicuous improvement in the articulation, the way he speaks. One thing we must remember, that language is a habit formation. We may appreciate certain things, but we may not appreciate the things in English. That is quite natural, because the way that we listen is, suppose if you can appreciate the ANSARI sir in Malayalam, and if you don't appreciate in English, it's not his fault, it is our fault, because we are habituated to that. So it's a question of our mind is conditioned. So we have to condition mind. So not only this is, I would say that is a very good venture, because I used to say that we have, our platform is not from Kasaragod to Kanyakumari. We have to go beyond Kanyakumari. We have to be a national trainer, national. That's our dream that we have. Now, how to become? You must say English is the wind of the world. and one cannot underestimate the importance of English. So what is important is that we have to practice. As we said, that Rome is not built in a day. We have to make a gradual changes. So I would say that this is a I must congratulate Ansari sir for a fabulous session. Please keep going, and we must continue these sessions so that our trainers should go beyond beyond India and become, as our dream is to become international trainer. So for which it is very much needed. I also must thank Sunil Kumar sir for in both in Malayalam and English. You are just shining like a star. Congratulations and back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vincent sir, for the detailed feedback. Now, Ismail sir has written in the message, as it is a training platform, it should be appreciated to take sessions in English language. We should be encouraging the trainers to become international trainers on this platform. Apart from the topic, I would like to congratulate Ansari sir for his attempt and courage to take the session in English. Thank you, Ismail sir. Any further addition? Because all the messages are coming directly to the host. It is not coming to the public chat. That's why.
Yes, I know, sir. But I want to convey my feedback to Ansari sir. But I'm not that much. What to say? I'm there to speak in English. I'm there to speak feedback directly. That's why I wrote the message.
No, sir, it's only confidence is required. In my opinion, those who are educated in Kerala, at least up to 10th standard, they are very much good knowledge. They have very much good knowledge in English. Only thing is that we don't have any practice, we don't have any courage, we don't have any confidence. These platforms are encouraging that one only. And for feedback, you can tell in Malayalam also. Okay, thank you. Anyway, thank you for the chat message as well as direct message. Anybody else? Hand raise ചെയ്യാം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓപ്പൺ ആയിട്ട് പറയാം. മൈക്ക് ഓപ്പൺ ചെയ്ത് പറയാം. ശരി സാർ, തുടക്കത്തിൽ 14 വരെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 35ഓളം പേര് സാറിന്റെ സെഷൻ കേട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ള സന്തോഷം കൂടെ പറയട്ടെ. തുടക്കത്തിൽ 10, 12, 14 പേരെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ സാർ ക്ലാസ് ഇങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോഴേക്കും ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ വന്നു തുടങ്ങി.
മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയട്ടെ സാറേ, അല്ലാതെ
ഞാൻ തുടക്കത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞു സാറേ, മലയാളം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് നമുക്ക് ട്രെയിനിങ് ഒന്നുള്ള ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മലയാളത്തിൽ.
അതാണ് അതിന്റെ കാര്യം. ഇപ്പം തന്നെ ഇസ്മായിൽ സാർ പറഞ്ഞാണ് കറക്റ്റ്. സാറിന് ഒരു മടിയുണ്ട്, അതുകൊണ്ട് കാരണം നമ്മുടെ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയുന്നത് ആണെങ്കിൽ കൺവീനിയന്റ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, എനിബഡി പറയാൻ, ഇഫ് എനിബഡി ക്യാൻ ടെൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ
ജയ സാറുണ്ട്, രാജീവ് മാഡം ഉണ്ട്, ബഷീർ സാറുണ്ട്, ഷീത മാഡം ഉണ്ട്, ജഗതി മാഡം ഉണ്ട്, അനിൽകുമാർ സാറുണ്ട്, സരസമ മാഡം ഉണ്ട്, വിജു സാറുണ്ട്. ജയ സാർ അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട് പ്ലീസ്. ജയ സാർ അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. പറഞ്ഞോളൂ സാർ.
കേൾക്കാമോ സാർ?
കേൾക്കാം.
Okay. Sir, it was a very nice experience with Ansari sir today. നമ്മളിപ്പോ സംസാരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ടോപ്പിക് വളരെ ഗൗരവമായിട്ട് എടുക്കേണ്ട ഒരു വിഷയമാണ്. അതിനകത്ത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് മാത്രം സംസാരിക്കണം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ പലരും വിട്ടുനിൽക്കും. പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷും മലയാളവും മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് സംസാരിക്കാവുന്ന ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. കുറച്ചുപേര് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സംസാരിക്കട്ടെ, ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ അത്രയും പ്രാവീണ്യമുള്ളവർ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സംസാരിക്കട്ടെ, മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പഠിക്കാനും മനസ്സിലാക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു അവസരം എന്നുള്ളതിലേക്ക് ഒരു മിക്സഡ് ആയിട്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ അത് വളരെ നല്ലതായിരിക്കും, ഇസ്മായിൽ സാറൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ. എനിവേ, ഐ എം മച്ച് പാഷനേറ്റ് ടു സ്പീക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ്, എസ്പെഷ്യലി വിത്ത് ദിസ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം, ബിക്കോസ് മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് us are very interested. Hello? Because most of us are very passionate to speak English, എസ്പെഷ്യലി തുടക്കക്കാർ എന്നുള്ള നിലയ്ക്ക് നമ്മുടെ ലാംഗ്വേജിലുള്ള അവഗാഹം ഒന്ന് നന്നാക്കി എടുക്കാനായിട്ട് വലിയൊരു പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമാണ്. മാത്രമല്ല മ്യൂച്വലി സപ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾ ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം എന്നുള്ള നിലയ്ക്ക് നമുക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷും മലയാളവും മിക്സ് ചെയ്ത് കൊണ്ടുപോകുമ്പോൾ അത് പല രീതിയിൽ ഉപകരിക്കും. എസ്പെഷ്യലി ലൈക്ക് മീ, എനിക്ക് 5:30 സെഷനിൽ അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാറില്ല മിക്കവാറും. But if I get an opportunity to speak English on the same platform, of course, that would be an additional advantage for me, of course. Anyway, I'm much delighted to be here along with all these members, eminent members, especially Ansari sir, who told this. Someone told Ansari sir didn't make any joke today. Because നമ്മളെപ്പോഴും മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ആ കിട്ടുന്ന ആ ഒരു കംഫർട്ട്നെസ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ ജോക്ക് പറയുമ്പോൾ കിട്ടിക്കോളുന്നില്ല. മാത്രമല്ല നമ്മൾ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചതുപോലെ മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് എത്തിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയെന്ന് വരില്ല. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള സന്ദർഭങ്ങളിൽ നമുക്ക് മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിച്ചാലും വിരോധമില്ല എന്നുള്ള ഒരു സെൻസിൽ നമുക്ക് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകും എന്നൊരു അഭിപ്രായം എനിക്കുണ്ട്. എനിവേ, ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ വെരി നൈസ് ഡേ. അൻസാരി സർ described many more things. What are the difference between I and me? And such silly things, but it gives many informations. Lot of intakes were there. Anyway, thank you very much, sir. And I supposed to continue daily basis from tomorrow morning onwards, because I was totally hectic from June 1st onwards due to the school opening and regarding such and such things. Anyway, thank you, sir. Back to you, Sunil sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayal sir. 5:15 താങ്കളുടെ പ്രസൻസ് ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു മിസ്സിംഗ് ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൂടെ സാറിന്റെ സമയം നമുക്കറിയാം, എല്ലാവരെയും ആരെയും നിർബന്ധിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. പക്ഷെ നിങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ പ്രസൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്കൊരു ബ്ലെസ്സിംഗ് ആണ്. എസ്പെഷ്യലി ഒരുപാട് ക്ലാസ് എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ. താങ്ക് യു ജയൽ സാർ. പക്ഷേ എത്ര തിരക്കുണ്ടെങ്കിലും 6:30 വന്നിട്ട് ഇരിക്കുന്ന സമയങ്ങളിലെ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് പറയുന്നുള്ള ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത ഞാൻ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. താങ്ക് യു ജയൽ സാർ ഫോർ ദ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക്.
താങ്ക് യു സാർ. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
ഇനി ആരെയും ഹാൻഡ് റൈസ് ചെയ്ത് കാണുന്നില്ല, അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്ത് സംസാരിക്കാം.
സാർ, ഞാൻ ശ്രീമാരി.
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ മേഡം, പ്ലീസ്.
വളരെ നല്ലൊരു പ്രസന്റേഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു അൻസാരി സാറിൻ്റെത്. ഇവിടെ എനിക്കിവിടെ കൊച്ചുമോന് സുഖമില്ലാതിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു, ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പം ഡിസ്ചാർജ് ആയെങ്കിൽ അവനങ്ങോട്ട് പനി അങ്ങോട്ട് ചുമയും മാറിയിട്ടില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സെഷനിൽ കുറച്ച് ദിവസമായിട്ട് കയറാൻ പറ്റാത്തത്. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ സാറിൻ്റെ ആ സൗണ്ട്, അവനെൻ്റെ മടിയിൽ കിടക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാം കേട്ടുകൊണ്ട് കിടക്കുകയാണ്. വളരെ നന്നായിട്ട് ശരിക്കും സാറിന്റെ ശബ്ദം കേട്ടപ്പോൾ സാർ ഒന്നുകൂടി എന്ന് തോന്നി. അത്രയും നല്ല സൗണ്ട്, നല്ല രീതിയിൽ പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്തു. സാർ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ശരിയാണ്, ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ തന്നെ പറയുന്നതാണ് നല്ലത്. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സെഷൻ ഇതുപോലെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരുന്ന നമുക്ക് വെളുപ്പിനെ നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുന്ന പോലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റിന് ഏറ്റവും നല്ലതായിരിക്കും. രണ്ടുപേർക്കും അഭിനന്ദനങ്ങൾ സാർ, സുനിൽ സാറിന് അൻസാരി സാറിന്. താങ്ക് യു സാർ.
താങ്ക് യു ശ്രീമാരി മാഡം. ശ്രീമാരി മാഡം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ വന്ന് ആ ഇംപ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് സ്വയം മനസ്സിലാക്കിയെന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾക്കും മനസ്സിലാവുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു ശ്രീമാരി മാഡം. പിന്നെ ഉഷാകുമാരി മാഡത്തിന്റെ ഒരു ചാറ്റ് മെസ്സേജ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. വെരി ഗുഡ് പ്രസന്റേഷൻ, വി എൻജോയ്ഡ് ഇറ്റ്. എസെൻഷ്യൽ ക്വാളിറ്റീസ് ഓഫ് ട്രെയിനർ. താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്. ഉഷാകുമാരി മാഡം, താങ്ക് യു. ഇനി ആരാണ് പറയാൻ റെഡിയായിരിക്കുന്നത്?
Actually, we can continue this type of sessions in a hybrid session, wherever possible use Malayalam, wherever is not possible use Malayalam, wherever possible use English. So we can do it a hybrid way. There is no hard and fast rules we put here in these sessions. As much as possible, try to converse in English so that people can first shed their reluctance to that. After that, slowly we can, because over a period of time, what Ansari sir has attempted today, it is the like Rajiv Bilip sir was rightly mentioning that, because he was continuously attending classes in 5:30 sessions, the morning English sessions. So over a period of time, everybody can attain this level of level in this English language, so that we all want to become, what is our vision? We all want to become an international trainer. International trainer, when it is English is very essential. So keeping our mother tongue in the highest level also, at the same time we can also use one or other languages also. So English is the prime language in that.
സുനിൽ സാർ ഫീഡ്ബാക്ക് പറയാൻ ആളുകളില്ലെങ്കിൽ സാറിനെ വിളിച്ചോളൂ ഈ സെഷൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കാം.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഞാൻ
നമുക്ക് open
വെയിറ്റ്
session
ചെയ്യായിരുന്നു
ചർച്ച
കാരണം
ചെയ്യാം.
Sunil sir,
സരസ്വ മേഡം പ്ലീസ്.
very good morning to all. ANSARI sir, the session is very interesting. I have get this opportunity to hear the session by the well-experienced hand ANSARI sir. This session, sir explains or explore the qualities and skills of an effective trainer that are beneficial for, so important for when it comes to train others. I deliver my hearty thanks and congratulations to ANSARI sir and PD Sunil sir. This session helps to improve English speaking skill. Special appreciation and thanks to Srikumar sir who leading this session, and the ToTs Guru Sudha sir and other faculties. I was shy and afraid to speak English because our mother tongue is Malayalam. Hopefully this session will give me a courage to speak English. Once again, thank you all. A very good morning to all. Okay.
Thank you, Saraswama madam. You are also an active participant of our English session. Thank you for the feedback. Now, Jagadi madam, please.
Thank you, Sunil sir. Thank you for the opportunity. And sir, it's awesome. We are all going to be an international trainer. So we should practice our English sessions. That is important. Even though it is like that, we should take all the other days. Only one day. I thought only one day is enough for English session, and other days should be Malayalam. Otherwise, it is not welcoming others, the new members to ToTs. I thought like that, but the others, elder people's, not elder, that our seniors should need to practice English, because we are all want to English international trainers. So English is important. Okay, sir, ANSARI sir, we are inviting you to a lot of your sessions and your jokes in English also. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sunil sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Jagadi madam.
You're always helping others. Thank you.
Thank you, Jagadi madam. ഓഫീസിലേക്കുള്ള യാത്രയിലാണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി. എത്ര തിരക്കിന്റെ ഇടയിലും രണ്ടു വാക്ക് പറയാതെ ട്രെയിനേഴ്സിനെ അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാതെ പോകാറില്ല ജഗതി മേഡം. അതിനൊരു മനസ്സിന് നന്ദി. സ്പെഷ്യൽ താങ്ക്സ്.
നല്ല മഴയാണ്. അവിടെയൊക്കെ മഴയുണ്ടോ? ഒറീസയിൽ മഴയുണ്ടോ?
ഒറീസയിൽ മഴയില്ല.
ഇവിടെ ഭയങ്കര മഴ. ശരി,
താങ്ക് യു. അപ്പൊ ഇനി ആരും അൺമ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടോ ഹാൻഡ് വെച്ചിട്ടോ പറയാനില്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അൻസാരി സാർ പ്ലീസ്. അൻസാരി സാറിനെ, അൻസാരി സാർ ഇല്ലേ? അൻസാരി സാർ, for your response, please.
Yes, I am very much thankful to all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, I am very much thankful to all of you for giving encouragement. At the same time, patiently listening. And somebody was talking about the humor, and actually when humor is told, if it is our regional language, it will be more effective and people will understand it. Otherwise, that dictions are what he told is that when he told some activity, the others cannot follow it, and it was a failure. He told me the reason main. So like that, if when I translate the humor in English, so what happens? See, at the end, I told a story also. I don't know how many people understood it. Some people might not have understood it because that is there. So that is why the problem. Anyhow, we'll try to improve it. Anyhow, this one, the same opinion I am telling you, weekly once English session, that's good. Otherwise, what will happen? People may run away. Some people, they will say, okay, so one day free of for English, that day those who are interested, they will come and take some topic. Okay, that is my suggestion only. You can do according to the convenience of others also. Otherwise, people will not come. We know, see how many, nearly 200, 300 people joined our English lesson. How many are daily coming? 20, 22, like that only. And that's what happens. Okay, thank you everyone. And you are, I am not at all worried about my critical. If you are giving some critical comments or improvement area, because as a principal and as a teacher, we have heard so many criticisms throughout. So I am not at all, I am least bothered. So you can tell whatever you want. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ansari sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ansari sir. I beg to differ. There is no criticism here. There is no negative comments here. Only feedback and improvement areas. That is from first day onwards, I used to tell. There is no criticism. There is no negative comments. Only positive feedback and improvement areas only.
And nobody criticized also. I don't think anybody criticized.
No, just Ansari sir mentioned about criticism. That's it. It is not the feedback is not only not for the trainer only, but for
even
others
if
also.
you, what I am telling is, even if you criticize also, I